What's up? Welcome. Today is the day. The day you should all be the most excited about. Hardcore Awards Day. And also a Christmas Day. Our annual tradition to celebrate the best of metal music in the year is finally here. First of all, I wanted to thank every single one of you who participated in the voting for this year's Hardcore Awards. We not only beat last year's record, but we left it in the dust with a very, very comfortable lead. 4,000 people took part in the first round of Hardcore Awards, and about 3,000 in the second. Give it up for yourself, you guys deserve it. This year's vote has been a lot more difficult than last year's because we had a lot more variety. We had some new categories. We had a lot of nominees, a lot of very, very different nominees, and a record-breaking 31 nominee for the Album of the Year award. I know it's been difficult. It's been very, very hard to pick and choose your favorites out of all of them, but you guys did it. And so the results are finally here. So let's cozy up, get some hot tea and Christmas spirit, and look at what you've come up for Hardcore Awards 2021.
I see the wolf beneath the skin. Darkness rising from within.
It's hard to overlook the importance of a striking and good and memorable cover art. Heavy, boring, and forgettable picture associated with your musical masterpiece, and people might not even click on your stuff. Design and music go hand in hand in this category, and these nominees are the living proof of that. So let's take a look at the top contenders for the best cover art of the year. Architects, for those that wish to exist. Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood. Invent Animate, The Sun Sleeps as If It Never Was. Lorna Shore, And I Return to Nothingness. Spirit Box, Eternal Blue. And finally, Trivium, In the Court of the Dragon. And the best cover art of the year is Architects, for those that wish to exist. Moving from static pictures to the moving ones, and we land on one of the most exciting and ever-evolving mediums of music consumption. Music videos. Creative, goofy, artistic, funny, sad, story-driven music videos can give you that extra flavor, that new angle on the song that you thought you knew very well already. And so these are the top nominees for the Best Music of the Year award. Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind. Eskimo Callboy, We Got the Moves. Iceland Kills, Hip to Be Scared. Imminence, Heaven in Hiding. Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life. And finally, Silent Planet, Terminal. And the best music video of the year is Eskimo Callboy, We Got the Moves. Can you hear that? I think it's the sound of a neck-breaking groove that you won't be able to sit through. Guess what? The annual Try Not to Headbang Challenge 2021 edition is coming out tomorrow on the channel, and it will be a pure torture for all of us to endure. Try it out yourself. Post a reaction to it on YouTube with the hashtag #HardcoreHeadbang, or ask your favorite creator to do it, and I will look at your amazing attempts and suffering and Try Not to Headbang Challenge 2021 coming out tomorrow. The importance of a good bounce back after a very long break from music or after a controversially accepted release cannot be overstated. Let's see who won our hearts back in 2021. Here are your top nominees for the Best Comeback of the Year award. Bullet for My Valentine with a self-titled album. Crown the Empire with the 2 new singles In Another World and Dancing with the Devil. Phineas with The Fire Itself. Wage War with Manic. We Butter the Bread with Butter with Das Album. And finally, We Came as Romans with 3 new singles, Dark Bloom, Black Hole, and Daggers. And the best comeback of the year is Phineas, The Fire Itself. How often do you come across a song or an artist that completely blows your mind out of seemingly nowhere? This is an award for the most surprising release of the year, and here are your top nominees for the best surprise of the year. Bullet for My Valentine with a self-titled album. Caskets with Lost Souls. The Devil Wears Prada with a Z2 EP. Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life EP. Silent Planet with the album Iridescent. And finally, Thornhill with Casanova. And the best surprise of the year is Silent Planet, Iridescent. You know, in the beginning of December, there's always this craze with Spotify Wrapped. Everyone posts this on their stories, on their posts on Instagram. And to be honest, it's a very cool way to look back at your listening habits throughout the year and your most favorite artists, the artists you listen to the most. And so, as usual, I checked out Wrapped this year and I found out that my most listened to band was Architects, with the most listened to song being Dead Butterflies. To me, that's very surprising because I wouldn't consider either like one of my favorite songs or artists this year, but it is interesting to see how they managed to end up on my playlist so very often, much more often than some of the releases that I liked a lot more. Let me know in the comments down below who are your most listened to artists and songs, and let's see if our music tastes align. Let's be honest, we all crave new artists, new blood, new names in our everyday music rotation, and it makes it so very rewarding whenever you find that perfect smaller band to listen to. And you can also brag to everybody a couple of years down the line when they make it that you were there since day one. This is an award for the most exciting artists of 2021 who have gained significant popularity this year or debuted with an album or a single. And here are your top nominees for the best newcomer of the year. Caskets, Darko US, Deadlights, Resolve, Sleepwaker, and Termina. And the best newcomer of the year is Darko US. Enjoying a freshly dropped song by your favorite artists is one thing, but seeing a couple of your favorite artists come together for a song or two is absolutely mesmerizing. This is the nomination for the best collaboration of the year, and here are your top nominees. Architects, Impermanence, featuring Winston McCall. Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, featuring Will Ramos. Ice9 Kills, Take Your Pick, featuring Corpse Grinder. Make Them Suffer, Contraband, featuring Courtney LaPlante. Spirit Box, Yellow Jacket, featuring Sam Carter. We Came as Romance, Black Hole, featuring Caleb Shomo. And the best collab of the year is Make Them Suffer, Contraband, featuring Courtney LaPlante. This year was, again, plentiful in terms of music I've experienced. Without this amazing community of all of you, I would have never been exposed to bands like Vola, to bands like Structures with their incredible new EP None of the Above, to bands like Don Broco, bands like Spirit Breaker and Darko, and many others that I'm missing out and I feel bad about it. This is the beauty of having a very active comment section that constantly reminds you to listen to something. And I know I can be very slow when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I still wanted to give you a big thanks for just keeping me in the loop. That being said, my favorite discovery of 2021 has to be Resolve. This band has dropped one of the most unexpectedly amazing albums of the year, Between Me and the Machine. I'm in love with this band's cosmic vibe, those intricate structures, very unique ideas in songwriting, and of course those magical vocals. Check them out if you haven't already, they're definitely worth a listen, and let me know who your favorite discovery of the year is. This category is difficult, because everyone's definition of a disappointment and letdown is very different. And you know, of course, you as a music fan, you want everyone to succeed, you want everyone to release their best stuff, and you don't want anyone to fail. That being said, there were a couple of releases this year that you guys have highlighted to be one of your biggest disappointments or letdowns of the year. So here are the top nominees for the biggest letdown of 2021. A Day to Remember, You're Welcome. Architects, For Those That Wish to Exist. Attack Attack, Long Time No See. Imminence, Heaven in Hiding. The Plot and You, Swan Song. And finally, Wage War, Manic. And the biggest letdown of 2021, according to you, is A Day to Remember, You're Welcome.
No, I got you, and you know you got me. We got everything we need.
A single that's independent from any album or EP is always going to get it harder to gain significant attention and relevance over other songs that are in albums and EPs this year. So it's only fair to give them their own category. So here are your top nominees for the best independent single of the year. Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind. The Devil Wears Prada, Sacrifice. Make Them Suffer, Contraband featuring Courtney LaPlante. Motionless in White, Time Bomb. And finally, Veil of Maya, Viscera. And the best single of 2021, according to all of you, is Make Them Suffer, Contraband featuring Courtney LaPlante. Ever-evolving and transforming consumption of music allows for new fun formats of music release to emerge and conquer our playlists. One such format is a short but full of content EP. These are your top nominees for the best EP of the year. The Devil Wears Prada, Z2. Invent Animate, The Sun Sleeps as If It Never Was. Knocked Loose, A Tear in a Fabric of Life. Lorna Shore, And I Return to Nothingness. Like Moss to Flames, Pure Like Porcelain. And Orbit Culture, Shaman. And the best EP of 2021 is Lorna Shore, And I Return to Nothingness. We are getting closer and closer to the end, and you can tell that by how intense some of these nominees and categories are getting. So here's another one. How about a song that captures the widest range of emotions and absolutely dominates your playlist, not allowing any other song to get to the top? These are your top nominees for the Best Song of the Year award. Era, Vanish Canvas. Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements. Imminence, Temptation. Lorna Shore, To the Hellfire. Phineas, Eternally Apart. And finally, Spiritbox, Circle With Me. And the best song of the year, in the tightest vote margin possible, is Spiritbox, Circle With Me. You know, this year of 2021 has given me so many cool opportunities that I've never had before, and I'm so happy that it happened. I was able to collab with Nick Nocturnal once again for a full Loath cover, and I also wrote a whole ass song with Robin Lenutre called Isolated. That was fun. I kept up with daily uploads for like almost 4 months in a row. I started streaming on Twitch, which by the way, twitch.tv/BogdanHXC. I'm streaming there every week. I managed to release my own first merch drop, which was very, very cool and fun. And I've listened to so many albums. Like, the number of full album reactions that is currently available on my Patreon is 100. 60% of those we listened to in the year of 2021. You know, 2021 has been my best year in terms of numbers, but it has also been my best years in terms of you, my community. You guys drive me forward. You guys educate me in new music, new genres, new whatever. You drive me forward in this journey of YouTube, and I am endlessly grateful for every single one of you. So let's get to the end of this show, shall we? This is it. Make it or break it. Now or never. Do or die. Win or but you get the idea. This is our final nomination for this Hardcore Awards 2021 Best Album of the Year. 2021 has been extremely generous with music releases. It seems like every single artist has dropped their best music to date. Like seriously, all of the 31 nominees in the original nominee list, and even a lot of more other bands that didn't make the cut, they deserve the highest praise for the amount of quality they brought to the table this year. In my eyes, they're all winners, and the division in this vote is a proof of that. So here are your top 6 nominees for the Album of the Year award. Architects, for those that wish to exist. Era, with a self-titled album. Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. Silent Planet, Iridescent. Spiritbox, Eternal Blue. And Whitechapel, Kin. Since this is our biggest and the most special nominee, I wanted to do the winner announcement a little bit differently. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go from the 6th spot to the 1st spot so that there's a bit more tension. At number 6, with 352 votes, is Whitechapel, Kin. At number 5, with 385 votes, is Architects, for those that wish to exist. At number 4, with 467 votes, a big jump, is Silent Planet, Iridescent. At number 3, with 567 votes, a jump of 100 votes, is Spiritbox, Eternal Blue. And so now, we're finally down to the last 2. And as soon as I tell you the second spot, you all know who won. So let's just get to it. Second place, with 616 votes, is... Are you ready? Era's self-titled album, which means the winner of Hardcore Awards 2021 Album of the Year Award is a cut above the rest, Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood, with a whopping 692 votes. Congratulations.
Hey, Paul!
Wow. What a year. What a year of music. God damn. You know, this year's Hardcore Awards has been extremely difficult to put together. And it's been very heartbreaking to see some bands and music getting left out. But here's the thing. This is an award show. And like every single other award show in existence, what we're doing here is we're not defining an objective and universal opinion for everyone to adopt. We're celebrating. We're celebrating the best music of 2021. We're kind of reminding ourselves just how good this year really was. And I really hope that 2022 treats us even better. And I don't just mean music. I wanted to wish y'all the best in 2022. And I wanted to also express my sincerest gratitude to every single one of you, to every single living being watching this video. You guys have made my 2021 by liking, commenting, and watching my video at least once throughout the year. Without your incredible feedback and support throughout these years, none of this would ever be possible. So I guess the biggest hardcore award of the year goes to all of you for being the best community ever. Thank you so much. But yeah, I wish you the best holidays imaginable. Thank you so much for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the new Try Not to Headbang challenge. And you know, get out there, have fun, be festive. And I guess I'll see you in 2022. Bye.